We were very happy to know that marriage has been reduced to 18 years and that several activities are carried out to prevent child labor in gold mining, gold sites, and there is even a hotline to denounce those who use child labor. We also learned that the government puts 30 billion CFA francs each year so that children under 5 years old and pregnant women receive free care. Excellent, President Ibrahim Traore, President of Faso, head of state. We, the children of Burkina Faso, are here today at this occasion of the World Day of Childhood to share with you the point of our meeting. In Home Cycle this year, we had an incredible experience. We sat in the Transitional Legislative Assembly as deputies under the presidency of the President of the ALT during this session. We asked important questions to the ministers about the promises you made to us. During our meeting last year with the Minister of Humanitarian Act and National Solidarity, we talk about the measures that have been taken since last year. To further protect children against child marriages, concrete actions that have been carried out this year to keep children away from the gold mining site and allow them to continue their education. With the Minister of Health, we asked questions about your commitment to strengthening free care free care for women and children. We asked about the progress made this year so that this commitment becomes a reality for all families. We also asked about the status of the construction of the motherland, no, of the mother and child hospital, so that children and their mothers can have better care for themselves with the Minister of Basic Education and Literacy and the promotion of national languages represented by its counterparts, the Ministry of Secondary Education and Vocational and Technical Training. We discuss your promise to make school free for all in Burkina Faso. We ask where is this promise then? When will all children be able to go to school without pain and the actions that have been taken this year so that school is better adapted to the needs of disabled children and so that they can learn in good conditions. We were very happy to hear the response from ministers. We were very happy to know that marriage has been reduced to 18 years and that several activities are carried out to prevent child labor in gold mining, gold sites, and there is even a hotline to denounce those who use child labor. We also learned that the government puts 30 billion CFA francs each year so that children under 5 years old and pregnant women receive free care. Also, the discussions which have started for the construction of the mother and child hospital and the land is already acquired and 2025 work will begin. So that the children can go to school for free every year. We built many schools and we have offered several children living with disabilities equipment adapted for their education. They told us that actions were already underway and others will soon be put in place. Excellency, Mr. President of FASO, take our concerns to heart and work to improve our lives. We also had a special moment with the President of ALT where we presented a film we made for FESPO 2025. This project allowed us to share our stories, our dreams, and what we want for our country. Excellency, Mr. President of FASO, even if we see progress, we still have three big requests to make of you. One, Excellency, Mr. President of FASO, we heard that even if the law reduced marriages to 18 years old, there is exceptions at 16 years old. Can you tell them to set that at 18 years old without exception if possible? This will protect all girls against early marriages and will allow them to stay in school and live their childhood. Two, Excellency Mr. President of FASO, we are happy that you have established May 15th to allow us to know our tradition, but we are afraid that our grandpas and grandmothers will think that they can excuse the girls and marry off the children. We want to ask you, if possible, to speak officially to explain to them the meaning of the day of May 15th, Day of Customs and Tradition, and in our languages. Excellency, Mr. President of the FASO, our parents explained to us that the law provides that children who have committed minor offenses do not go to prison, but do light work such as weeding the CSPS, cleaning the schoolyards. Can you ask the judges to apply this decision? This will avoid children from going into contact and being in contact with bad things. Excellency, Mr. President of FASO, we know that you listen to us and that you are ready to act to protect us. These charges are very important for us and will allow us to have a better future. Thank you, excellent Mr. President of the FASO, Burkina Faso, to always think of us, to protect us, to support us, and to build with us a Burkina Faso where every child can be safe to go to school and succeed in life. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome. Thank you. So, your honorable deputies today. I suppose that the health everything went very well. Yes, the ministers were able to respond well. They were convincing. Yes. Okay. Thank God in any case that there are many things that we have undertaken in favor of children. And everything we do is in favor of children. You are the future of this nation. You are the future of the homeland. So everything that we do is in favor of children. We do it for the children that you must already understand that any initiatives that we take is for your well-being. It is so that you can live in good condition, in good health, go to school, flourish, and do all that what you want to do. The homeland, many things have been initiated. A lot of things remain to be done. It all depends on the pace and at which we have leave them. Also, many children who were displaced but who are starting to return to school classes little by little in several locations. It is due to the self-sacrifice defense and security forces and the BDP who are on the ground who will give their body and soul, who sacrifice themselves day and night so that you children can live in peace and go to school. Just today, I was learning in one of the regions at least that 10,000 children have returned to school. So the classes have been officially opened, and think that this is in line with your aspirations, which are that all children can go to school. The educational infrastructure is improving, and I think that there are many children among you who come from certain regions who must have seen during the rainy season lots of schools which were messy and therefore which has a negative impact on your lessons. So we have developed a new model school, and we are currently finding ways to implement this throughout Burkina Faso so that bad weather and other natural disasters cannot impact your studies. During the year, there are some floods, and in Bobo Dulation, there is a school where students echoes almost chop children. Thank goodness the firefighters were able to quickly intervene. So all these challenges us to think about a school model which would therefore allow children to study in complete safety and to study well. And the aspect of health, as they told you, it's real. We are in process of launching the mother and child hospital. Just this week, I have a little meeting with someone from the National Office of Major Projects to talk about that. And I hope that 2025 we will be able to launch it. The ambition is that you go to school for free and that we can treat you for free. And that is our objective. And we are working to ensure that this can happen. It is also our dream that like that, and this is what we fight for in the mines. We have opted for a technology, certainly which was made in Burkina Faso. And so if you see recently in the southwest region and before that in the zero zone, we were able to set up these machines which make it possible to extract the ore in an ecological way, I would say, without first using chemicals which can be very dangerous for both children and adults, but also which prevents children from coming to the mine and doing some very difficult work. So we are in developing all these initiatives so that children do not end up in gold sites breaking rocks, which are quite painful, or inhaling dangerous chemical substances. So we are working on this so that within a very short time, we no longer hear about children on the and in the orphanage are sites, and therefore concerning certain aspects that you have just mentioned in your complaints. We have noted we will see it in this personal and family code and photograph, which therefore deals with the situation of authorization at 16 years old. It is not the authorization of the parents only, there is the person concerned. So we will see if there is a reason to readjust, to adapt to what you want. But we hope that at 18 years old, in any case, there is this the freedom of the freedom to choose to go to the union or not at 18 years old. We are no longer a child, and this is why we have set the age at 18. But we are going to think about it. This paragraph on the side of the family personal and see what can be done. Other grievances also are current grievances, such as you said we will see with the secretarial ministerial departments what can be done, and I suppose that next year, if it pleases God, you will be able to ask them questions about a start of execution of what you want. And the traditions and customs in it is not only what you said. We notice that many people can confuse things, but understand that we continue to educate, to raise awareness, and to explain to people why these days I think that we took a trip to the museum that day to see certain culture values which are specific to us. It is also a message sent to all the actors, people who so that they understand that we are looking for certain important values in our culture which we have abandoned but which could be useful for us. This is what must be expressed. I will take an example. You see, there are in certain villages people who had knowledge of blacksmith, who managed to take the earth and to extract iron. But today, there are these children being introduced to this, are the young people who know how to do it. I don't think yet, but we buy iron from exterior, outside of our culture. But we have lost in our culture. But I saw the museum, I saw there are many types of construction that we had, which allow us today, in the context of war, to easily face the enemy. But we lost a lot of things. In short, there are so many positive things in our culture that we want, that we are going to draw from. But it is also a question of communication. We will continue to communicate and raise awareness about the abuses which can therefore come from the misunderstanding of the 15th of May, and that is does not go into the direction of ex, other fact that could be harmful to anyone. Okay, so we can assure you that we are working with all sides conscience so that you are very good citizens of tomorrow. This country belongs to you. It is up to you. Take it. We will instill in you a certain number of values and transmit these values to your children tomorrow. You will have children, you will be in our place, and you will also give everything so that your children are in better conditions. Then, when I listen to you today, you are better than us. We want your children to be better than you. So we are obligated to instill in you a certain number of values. And today at school, we have introduced a certain number of subjects, civics education, and I introduced the ministry of master. It is so you can train in patriotism so that you can take back control of your homeland. And that requires a certain number of values that you must understand and implement every day. There is agriculture, so which will be initiated in the small gardens so that you can go back to school to start doing it in a practical way. Certain things that you imagine, and I know that there are many people who like these activities who perhaps do it out of constraint, but if we introduce you, it could allow you to and others to get started later when they are adults and to choose their sector moreover. So even the professions, a certain number of small professions will be introduced at school so that those who have passion for mechanics, electricity, or others can from a certain age begin to touch it in a practical way and to be able to specialize at a given moment to be very efficient in the sector that he has chosen. There is a pin, it is a number of initiative, no, innovating we are in the process of introducing to our school, but we let's also stay tuned. Maybe you yourself will be able to think about something and make contributions. So you are not just children. Don't tell yourself that you cannot contribute something. You can think about making suggestions. Also, your supervisors will send us back and will allow us to improve many things. We understand each other. Yes. So rest assured, we are doing everything so that you are very good citizens and that you can live with dignity from the resources of your country and that you have a promising future. It is all our fight, and we will continue to fight for that. Thank you very much for stopping by to say hello to me. I am very happy to have you. I am also very happy to be among the children. If I could spend all day with you, I would. I was going to do it, but you have to go to work. I have to go to work. You have to go to school. I have to go to work. I hope that we will meet again soon, but we will always be proud to welcome you, to exchange with you. Thank you very much. To you, good luck and have a good school year. Above all, everyone has results that they wanted. At the end of the year, thank you very much.